Hey everybody, it's Christine, and as promised, I am back today on the 10th of November to announce a winner of my giveaway from the Stealing Saturday series, and to do a recap. So first off, I'm going to do my recap. I was able to do 13 different projects in this series, which is great because that means it's 13 things I stepped away from design team roles and just created for myself, just for fun and having fun with friends in the industry. So I love that aspect of it. Some of these layouts I think you're going to see repeated at the end of the year in my favorites of 2018 because some of them are definitely high up on my list. So let's get started. This first one is when I paired up with Christina, and I copied a layout of hers where she did a whole bunch of stickers. And all of these I will link you up to either up above or down below. Just kind of keep an eye out. I can't link you up to all of them on the note up above here, but I can do some of them, so I will where I can. This one was a lift from Yana, and this is, I love how this one turned out. I love beach layouts always, so this one is definitely higher on my list of favorites from the year. Another one from the beach, and I love this one. I love the colors on this one. This one was lifted from Daisy. And, you know, if you go back and you check out any of these that you missed, you'll see that most of mine turned out pretty different from the person I was stealing from. The premise was to steal ideas, techniques, design, sketch, whatever, steal something from that person and have some fun experimenting with some things from their style. And I really, really enjoyed doing that. Especially when you have permission and you're acknowledging, like, it's so great that we could say, hey, I got this from her and she's a great artist, go check her out. So this one was from Marcia, and yeah, this one, this one's still hanging on my wall. I love this one, love the colors, love the wreath, love the dimension, all of it. And the little quote too, except for apparently the Y fell off of my U. So I'll need to find that. Okay, this next one was a lift from Hannah. And this one I played a lot with mixed media on it. This one probably was closest to the original of all of them, and this one was a lift from my friend Wendy. Wendy is one of my dearest friends in the industry, and I really did not stray far from her design at all. Like, right away she knew which one I lifted from her when she saw it. Then we've got one from Erica Rose, and this one is, she does a lot of big titles, and so I lifted that from her specifically, big cut file titles. Then Kat, okay, this one I tried to lift some of her colors because she does a lot of color, and she also had used a similar cut file to this one, and this was a cut file I had been really wanting to use for a while, and so I finally did. Again, another advantage of this series. I was kind of forced to keep my deadlines with these ladies because we'd made a plan, and I got to play with some things that I otherwise probably wouldn't have made time to do. This one, love, love, love this one. This one I lifted from Tara, and it doesn't end up looking too much like hers, but this is actually one that inspired the whole series. I saw her layout of this that I lifted from her on Instagram, and I was like, man, that is just fantastic. I would love to just lift that exact layout. Well, obviously I didn't do exactly the same. I did it with my own products and such, but that's really where my inspiration came from, like starting to ask people and whatever. And so I love, love how this one turned out. This was a lift from Ashley Horton, and I lifted some big elements from her. And this one, again, you can see I like wreaths, I like lots of little elements. You can see where I brought in my own style on this one as well. She had done another one with a big circular element, which of course I was drawn to because I like big circular elements, and so that is why that one caught my attention. This one is from Heather, and Heather had a layout very similar to this in that she did like the color blocking, lots of bold colors, and so that was what I lifted from her. I did this with the Doodlebug So Much Pun collection and just had lots of fun with it. Then a lift from Mari. This one, Mari does a lot of softer colors and mixed media and cut files. And by a lot, I don't mean a lot of mixed media. She always seems to have mixed media though. And so I lifted some of those elements from her. This is definitely a softer layout than you would normally see from me. And I lifted from Rebecca. And Rebecca is colorful, and I love that about her. She also likes to use lots of pictures, and so I ran with that idea. And this one, fun, silly pictures of my little guy. Finally, I lifted from Kelly. And I did also lift from Sarah, but Sarah's lift was in a traveler's notebook, and I don't have that on hand at the moment. So I'm not going to show you that one, but this is the last one that I did last week, lifting from Kelly. And this is the one where I announced that I was going to be doing a giveaway to celebrate the end of the series for 2018. The winner of the gift certificate from the Scrap Room and the adhesive package from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L is Judy Stiles. Thank you so much to everyone for jumping in to check out this series this year. Keep an eye on my channel. I'll still be around a lot over the next month and a half before we hit the new year with different holiday stuff and all my normal design team stuff and lots of fun stuff coming up. So be sure to keep your eye out here. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it. And we will be seeing you again in the new year with a brand new round of Stealing Saturday. Thanks so much for being here.